All right, here's the sign for the Camino Primitivo. I go left. Okay, so we're off on day one of the Camino Primitivo. So my albergue is right behind me there, and actually the cathedral was so much closer than the video I posted before. It was like right around the corner. So this albergue is super, super close to the cathedral. Got a new rain jacket. It's raining. What a way to start the first day. And I have this new rain jacket. I don't know if I like it. The hood doesn't seem very secure, but it's better than the old one let water in. All right, so it's gonna be a long, rainy day, but let's get started. Really easy intersection in this. That yellow arrow is definitely faded, but there's one across the street there. But there's also a sign there. So if I was being really observant, wouldn't have been such a problem. Anyway, sometimes getting out of big cities, actually getting out of any city or any big town, especially a big city, can be pretty hard on the Camino. So you have to keep your eyes open and stay pretty vigilant looking for the arrows. Here is our first Camino marker. It's rather hidden. It's a little overgrown here, but there's the first one. I just walked up a little hill and my pack is really heavy. Why is it so heavy? I don't know. I don't know what's in there. I even trained like a little bit with a loaded pack, not a, my normal Camino pack list, but I tried to train with some weight, and it's always an adjustment, right? Starting off, and I don't know, it just feels heavy and it feels like super loaded down. Anyway, so I'm out of Oviedo, and I love Oviedo, but it's just really nice to be a little more outside of a big city, getting into the countryside. Let me turn around. The view is a lot better on this side. We've got hills with cows. Oh, it's just really nice. So I feel so good to be walking. I kind of feel like I just made a beeline for Spain and a beeline for the Camino. I arrived in Spain yesterday morning after flying from the States, and then I got on like a 6-hour bus ride from Madrid to Oviedo, and it was just traveling. Got into Oviedo, kind of ran around doing the errands I needed to do, and then got back to the albergue, ate something because I hadn't eaten all day, went to bed, and now I'm walking. I'm gonna pause this video because I want to take a photo. I'll be right back. Anyway, so basically I made a beeline for the Camino, and I want to be walking, and it feels so good to be walking. It feels so good to be back on a Camino. It feels like I've been away for, 10 years. It feels like I've been away for a lifetime. And I know it's only been 2 years, but I think COVID and the pandemic really, it really does affect things. With all of the unknowns, not being able to walk for a while, not knowing if I could walk this year, I feel so lucky that I'm able to be here and walking. It's definitely a bit of a risk being out here, and I don't know. I don't even know if I can stay out here as long as I planned. I have about 3 weeks to walk, but we'll see what happens with the virus and how it feels here. But it just feels like such a return. It feels really, really good. Well, I just fell for the second time ever on any of my walks. First time I fell was on the Pennine Way on my last day. And yeah, I was going down this pretty steep pavement. Let me show you. So just like a rocky pavement, and it was a little slick with water, and it was really funny. My feet just went whoop right out from under me, and I just kind of slid down, and I think my pack actually absorbed most of the landing. Landed on my butt. What are you gonna do? Luckily, it wasn't a bad fall at all. But this means I gotta be careful, and I need to keep my eye out for a walking stick. That is very necessary. I have been missing having a walking stick today, so I think it will help to prevent any future falls. Okay, I think I see an open bar, so I think it's time to stop for a cafe con leche. There is some blue sky ahead. Oh, it would be so nice to get a little sunshine today. I don't know that that's gonna happen because rain and gray skies are in the forecast pretty much all day, but the forecast can be wrong. I think there's a chance it could clear up a little bit. The sun has come out for a little bit. I found a nice spot to rest. There's a picnic table and a little chapel here, which is really beautiful. So my plan today is to walk 37 kilometers. I can't remember if I mentioned that in another video or not. 37 kilometers is it's a long day anyway. And it's especially a long day for the first day on the Camino. I mentioned this to a few people I've met today, as they ask, where are you going? Where are you stopping today? I've said where I'm going. They're like, whoa, 37, that's a lot. And it is. We'll see. I don't know what I was thinking. I tend to, kind of not go overboard, but sometimes really plan with my strongest self in mind, and I can do a 37 kilometer day before a first day is probably not the smartest thing, but we'll see. So I have a reservation. I think that's one of the things that makes this Camino a little different and in some ways more challenging is that strongly advised to book ahead just because of the reduced capacity. And the albergues, some albergues are closed. So I made a bunch of reservations for the first 4 or 5 days of the walk. I can always cancel. So if I decide that I'm too tired or that 37 was too much, I can always call ahead, just cancel my reservation. But I kind of feel like a little more locked in than normal. But I am planning to stay in Cornellana. There's a monastery there, and I've just read such nice things about it, and it would be really nice to stay. So we'll see. So it might be like a massive first day, but I think it's a good way to get myself into the Camino. I don't know how well this video will pick it up, but there's just these beautiful poppies along the side of the road. And just right against the stone wall. Oh, it's really pretty. And I love the poppies on the Camino. This is a really pretty part of the trail. All these moss-covered rocks in this nice wooded area. It's really nice. There's been a lot of varied terrain today. Obviously leaving the big city and kind of walking, on the outskirts of the city, going through these little towns, and you're on pavement. But then you're kind of on this forest track for a while. So, I'd say so far today it's a very nice first day. Hi there. Oh, I'm sorry. You go back to eating. Just wanted to say hello. Yeah. Do you have an iPhone? I can. Yeah, is it an iPhone? Because I'll airdrop a photo.
Ah, no,
yeah, I'll send you a photo.
I Chinese phone because I'm poor.
All right, I've got maybe 12 kilometers left on the day, and I have quite a big climb, and I think this is it. So I just left Grotto, which is down there, and I've just started climbing up. Here's a house with some really lovely fruit trees, some oranges. And I'm thinking I just have to go all the way up and then it should be all downhill till Cornellana. I hope so. I hope so, because it's already almost 3 o'clock and I have sort of been taking my time. I met an Italian pilgrim that I walked with for a little bit and we stopped to get a bite to eat. And the place we stopped at had access to the river, where the woman running the place was like, come here, put your feet in. And that was really nice. So, I'm going uphill, so sorry that I'm breathing heavily. Anyway, I guess the good thing about reserving ahead of time is that you can kind of communicate with the place. So this place that I'm staying at tonight, I had WhatsApped them my reservation, so I just sent a message and kind of let them know my time of arrival. And they responded back right away and said, okay, thanks for letting me know. So there's really no rush. You know, I think, all right, I can't take a video and talk at this. Okay, I'm gonna stop and actually point the video towards myself. So I was saying this, kind of the nice thing about a reservation, especially knowing I have a bed, like there's no bed race on this Camino right now. Like I have a bed, there's really no hurry, so I'll be able to get there fine. And look, here's a cat that just came to visit. Hi, kitty. Hi, do you want to say hello? You little Siamese cat, you're beautiful. Okay, anyway, I still have quite a walk to do, so I better get going. And as you can tell, I'm like sweating a lot. The sun came out. Oh, hi, kitty. The cat did say hello. All right, I should probably go. Turns out the uphill just keeps going on forever. It is a long, long climb, which is okay. Doing all right, but you know, for like 3:30 in the afternoon, I've already walked 30 kilometers. The sun's out, it's getting warm. I mean, it could be a lot worse weather-wise, but anyway, whenever I get to the top, it'll be all downhill after that. But this is a slightly bigger climb than I anticipated. All right, made it to El Fresno, which is the top of that kind of really big climb. I think it was like a climb over 6 kilometers, maybe. It was a lot. But anyway, now finally it's all downhill from here. So I should have maybe another 6 or 7 kilometers to go, but they should not be super hard, which is good. So it looks like that is the monastery where I'm staying tonight. Yeah, it's like not a Camino without an overnight in a monastery. One of my favorite things about the Camino. Okay, almost there. Looks like the Albergue is to the right and back of the monastery. This is where I'm staying in the Monasterio de San Salvador in Cornellana. So there are 4 bunk beds in the room, and I've got that bottom one. And it looks like they're only using the bottom ones for now. And they're pretty well spaced apart. So there's the 4th one. I'm the only one in this room. And then there's another space behind that door where another pilgrim is staying. And then there are 2 bathrooms on either side. And I think there is another bunk room kind of a little bit further down. But so far, it is only me and one other pilgrim, and it is already 6 o'clock, maybe a little bit after, so I think it's just the 2 of us here. So it's, I mean, an amazing and incredible place to stay, and I still haven't even like walked around yet. I just kind of got here, got checked in, took a shower, did my laundry, but to be in such really a cool old space, and during COVID, to only have a couple of pilgrims here, it feels very safe. You've got to wear a mask, so there are signs up to remind you to wear a mask. And I had my temperature taken at the door when I came in.
And were you to hospitals again?